a producer said to me, "Take your clothes off." And I said no.
And disgraced musician has just suffered some consequences as a result of a threat by Lady Gaga. Turns out that Gaga and Diddy were both represented by the same law firm. And Gaga gave Grubman Shire an ultimatum.
After when I was 19, I changed forever. No.
More access to the possibility of having other witnesses who tell.
Lady Gaga is about to play a psycho in Joker 2, but now she's being called out by a real-life psycho with P. Diddy blaming her. Right now, P. Diddy has massive legal issues where he's being accused of both and sex of women. Now, while he's normally been able to protect himself with expensive lawyers, he was just dropped by his law firm Grubman Shire, Masalas & Sachs. P. Diddy has went out to the public claiming that the reason that law firm dropped him was they also represent.
To be honored this evening purely for being a woman. It's beyond what I could have imagined.
Today, the spotlight is on the ongoing controversy surrounding music mogul Diddy and pop superstar Lady Gaga. Both have been hit with a wave of rumors and misinformation. While mainstream media tries to keep up with legal developments and fact-checked viral claims, social media often mixes facts with sensational stories. This raises questions about how these narratives form and how much influence the celebrities themselves have on the outcomes. Stick until the end of the video to know more about this Hollywood mess. But of course, before we get any further, make sure first that you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.
I have mental health issues. I take a lot of medication to stay on board. And I'm a survivor. And I'm living and I'm thriving and I'm strong and I'm going to take all my life experiences and I'm going to share them with the world and make it a better place.
They didn't drop him. But Lady Gaga has made her defense of that, saying she didn't ask the law firm to drop P. Diddy as a client and hasn't spoken to them in months because, unlike him, she doesn't have legal issues.
They told me they were going to burn all my music. And they didn't stop. They didn't stop asking me, and then I just froze and I don't even. It's hard to know what to say. I wrote this speech and there's teleprompters and I got papers. I don't know what to use. And in truth, I was just trying to memorize Anita's speech because it was so beautiful that you give me hope. Say his name. I understand this Me Too movement. I understand that some people feel really comfortable with this, and I do not. I do not ever want to face that person again.
Recently, Lady Gaga has been in the middle of the drama, stirring even more speculation. News reports suggested she was connected to Diddy's legal troubles, causing quite a buzz. A viral clip of Gaga discussing her own past trauma spread online, which some people connected to Diddy's controversies, even though the clip didn't mention him at all. This link led to a lot of confusion, as no reliable sources tied Gaga's history directly to Diddy. Another report claimed that Gaga pressured her law firm regarding Diddy. On September 27, 2024, it was said that she made a top U.S. law firm drop Diddy as a client. According to sources, Gaga told Grubman Shire, Masalas & Sachs, GSMNS, that they had to choose, keep Diddy or lose her, as she was one of their most high-profile clients. People said her influence was so significant that it swayed the firm's decision.
Legal issues. It's not clear if Lady Gaga is telling the truth about that because there were some leaked emails from the company that showed that they were leaving because Lady Gaga was the first one to threaten. But at the same time, those emails also showed they were afraid most of their clients, including Lady Gaga, were going to leave and they'd lose millions of dollars in business from it. The other factor was the law firm just didn't believe P. Diddy had a chance of winning the case and would look bad on the law firm to have him lose. Lady Gaga, she hasn't gotten involved that much publicly because it's not really her case, but she did say she believes the victims. But P. Diddy should just blame himself, and with that, I'm Charles Paul. Please subscribe.
At the center of these rumors is Diddy. who faces many lawsuits and allegations. Some reports suggested that Gaga's demand led to the firm ending its 2-decade relationship with him. Major media outlets like the Daily Beast quickly reported on Gaga's supposed behind-the-scenes role. However, GSM&S denied that Gaga had any impact on their decision. A representative for the firm stated that they dropped Diddy independently, mainly due to reputational risks linked to the serious accusations against him. The representative clarified that this decision was made months earlier, rejecting the idea that Gaga influenced their choice. This drama highlights a mix of legal strategies and public perception. On one side, a major pop star seems to be taking a stand, while on the other, a law firm and its client part ways for reasons unrelated to the rumors. With both the firm and Gaga stepping back from the speculation, it's clear that the true story may never match the sensational narratives that spread online. With Lady Gaga's team firmly denying any influence, and GSM&S claiming their decision was based on legal and reputational reasons, one question lingers. How much of this narrative is just speculation? And how will it affect Diddy's already troubled reputation? Diddy has faced many legal and personal controversies throughout his career, impacting his reputation and business. Early on, he was involved in a 1999 nightclub shooting that led to weapon and bribery charges. He was acquitted, but others were not as lucky. Fast forward to 2023, when Diddy's ex-girlfriend sued him for misconduct during their relationship. This lawsuit sent shockwaves through the industry, prompting organizations like Howard University to cut ties with him and revoke his honorary degree. Several major brands, including Diageo, also severed ties, citing unprofessional conduct. His media channel, Revolt TV, suffered as well, losing credibility due to his ongoing legal troubles. On the other hand, Lady Gaga has dealt with her own controversies, often fueled by misunderstandings. Known for her advocacy, she speaks openly about personal trauma, making her a target for conspiracy theories. For example, in 2021, she shared a story about her past, which some tried to link to unrelated incidents involving Diddy. Despite the misinformation, Gaga has consistently used her platform to champion causes like LGBTQ+ rights and mental health awareness, addressing distortions with grace.
They told me they were gonna burn all my music. And they didn't stop. They didn't stop asking me, and then I just froze and I don't even remember.
Will Diddy's long history of legal issues damage his legacy for good? And how will Lady Gaga continue to thrive in a career often under public scrutiny? Online theories in the age of social media. In today's social media world, conspiracy theories and wild claims spread quickly, often drowning out the truth. A prime example is a viral clip of Lady Gaga talking about her experiences with an unnamed producer, which sparked a lot of speculation about her past. Some conspiracy theorists incorrectly linked this producer to Diddy, creating a dark story about his influence in the music industry. However, these claims lack credible evidence and twist Gaga's words out of context. This pattern shows how celebrity culture often sacrifices context for drama. A 2020 article in The Atlantic pointed out how quickly misinformation spreads online, especially regarding famous people.
When I was 19, I changed forever. Part of me shut down for many years. I didn't tell anyone and felt shame even still today, standing in front.
Social media lets bits of information circulate without the full story, making it easier to misinterpret. In this case, the false link to Diddy fueled rumors about supposed freaky gatherings he allegedly hosted. Some claim these parties were known for their secretive activities and suggested that Gaga was involved. But major news outlets like the Daily Beast reported that there's no solid evidence connecting Diddy to these events or any link to Gaga. The appeal of scandal often clouds judgment, and the lack of real proof doesn't stop the speculation. In this digital age, media literacy is crucial. People need to be careful about distinguishing fact from fiction, as shown in Gaga's situation. Even innocent statements can lead to unfounded conspiracy theories that harm reputations. In Gaga's case, the misinterpretation of her words distracts from her important message about navigating a tough industry, shifting the focus away from her artistry and the real struggles artists face. By mislabeling her experiences and wrongly connecting them to someone without proof, the discussion shifts from serious industry issues to baseless claims. This highlights an important point. While it's natural to be interested in celebrity lives, we must approach it responsibly.
Standing in front of you, I still have days where I feel like it was my fault. After I shared what happened to me with very powerful men in this industry, nobody helped me, or a helping hand. Those men hid because they were afraid of losing their power.
Social media platforms have a big role in stopping the spread of misinformation. By flagging misleading content and promoting verified sources, they can help create a more informed public. Lady Gaga's activism shows the complex relationship between celebrities, public perception, and the powerful influence of social media. Gaga is known not just as a music star, but also as a strong advocate for social justice, especially for survivors of SA and marginalized communities. Her activism shapes her public actions, including her reported decision to distance herself from Diddy. Some sources claim that she threatened to leave her law firm unless they cut ties with him due to his serious allegations.
When it hits you really hard, it can change you. I had a total psychotic break. And for a couple years, I was not the same girl.
Gaga's activism comes from her own personal experiences, influencing her choices in her career and life. One of her most important contributions was through her song, Till It Happens to You, which she wrote for the documentary The Hunting Ground. This song raised awareness about campus harassment and gave a voice to many survivors. Her powerful performance at the Oscars, where she sang with survivors, highlights her commitments to these issues. Gaga has always used her platform to stress the importance of believing and supporting survivors, which aligns with her reasons for distancing herself from Diddy after the allegations against him came to light.
I understand this Me Too movement. I understand that some people feel really...
Lady Gaga has been a strong advocate for women's rights and mental health. In 2012, she co-founded the Born This Way Foundation, which empowers young people, promotes kindness, and focuses on mental wellness. Her own struggles with mental health have made her relatable and inspiring to many facing similar challenges.
I suffer from a mental illness. I suffer from PTSD.
Gaga's commitment to these causes sheds light on her reported demand that Diddy's law firm drop him as a client. She has built her career on supporting survivors and pushing for change, making it hard for her to stay connected to someone facing serious misconduct accusations. Her actions reflect a growing trend among celebrities who use their influence to stand up for social issues.
A producer said to me, "Take your clothes off." And I said no. And I left. And they told me they were gonna burn all my music.
In times of chaos and crisis,
Her possible threat to leave the law firm could be a smart move to keep her brand and activism aligned with her values, especially in a time when public figures are expected to take a strong stance on mistreatment. In a world where celebrities are increasingly held accountable for the company they keep, Gaga's choices could reinforce her support for survivors and distance her from those accused of unethical behavior. This is particularly important given Diddy's ongoing legal troubles and a loss of major partnerships. Could her influence inspire more public figures to distance themselves from those facing serious allegations? Impact on Diddy's legal and public image.
His law firm plans to pursue legal action against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs.
Diddy's ongoing legal troubles have had major consequences for his business and public image. The fallout began with a series of serious lawsuits against him, including allegations of physical altercations and misconduct. One of the biggest moments came when his longtime legal team, Grubman, Shire, Meiselas, and Sachs, cut ties with him after over 20 years. Although rumors suggested that Lady Gaga was involved in this decision, both her team and the firm denied it, stating that the choice to drop Diddy was made due to reputational concerns.
Because I get to do another film and I get to tell a different story.
These legal battles have seriously damaged Diddy's reputation, affecting his business relationships. Several companies, including those tied to his e-commerce platform, Empower Global, have distanced themselves from him after the allegations surfaced. Notable brands like Nudie System and House of Takura have also publicly stated their commitment to supporting survivors by cutting ties with Diddy.
I feel it's very important that I clear that up. I decided that I'm just going to go with the name Diddy.
The damage to Diddy's public standing continued as he lost honors he once held. For instance, New York City Mayor Eric Adams revoked his key to the city, and Howard University took back the honorary degree it awarded him in 2014, along with a donation from his foundation. His media empire, including Revolt TV, also felt the impact, with reports suggesting he had to step down from leadership roles as the allegations grew. As these lawsuits unfolded and more high-profile figures like Lady Gaga publicly disavow him, Diddy faces a growing list of challenges. The legal pressure remains high, raising questions about whether he can recover from this scandal. With his legal team gone and more partners cutting ties, how will Diddy defend himself in the public eye? Can he rebuild his business after the fallout from these serious allegations?
We have new allegations surrounding Sean Combs, and these are actually not that far back. We're talking 2022. We're going to break down these claims from recently filed lawsuits and see if they can play a role in Sean Combs' criminal case. He denies everything, but as we know, he admitted, or seemingly admitted, that it was him on that video from 2016 of him purportedly beating his ex-girlfriend Cassandra Ventura in a hotel hallway. But putting that aside, he has denied everything. And we've talked a lot here on Sidebar about the different accusations against Combs. For example, the federal indictment refers to victim one, who we have deduced is Cassandra Ventura, and she filed her own explosive lawsuit against him nearly 1 year ago. She accused him of abusing her for a decade during their on-again, off-again relationship. Combs settled that lawsuit within just a day, but that opened the floodgates for more and more lawsuits to come.
The role of social media in spreading conspiracies. Social media has played a big role in spreading conspiracy theories about both Lady Gaga and Diddy, mixing fact with fiction. Platforms like TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook let unverified stories spread quickly, often becoming accepted by the public even when proven false.
And Gaga gave Grubman Shire an ultimatum. Drop Diddy or I'm leaving. And honestly, I'm shocked and disgusted that Alan Grubman didn't just automatically ditch Diddy after that horrific Cassie video came to light. But he sat on this, and Lizzie Grubman's father thought, and he didn't want to lose Lady Gaga. But more importantly, Alan Grubman and his partner.
A recent example involves Lady Gaga, where a viral TikTok video misrepresented an interview clip from the Me You Can't See docuseries. In the interview, Gaga talked about her personal trauma, but some users wrongly linked her story to Diddy's legal troubles, claiming she was referring to him. This misinformation quickly took off, even though Gaga never named the person behind her trauma, and there's no credible evidence connecting her story to Diddy. Yet this false narrative continued to spread on social media.
And his partners were worried that if Gaga left, other big-name musicians, which the law firm is known for representing, would follow Gaga and leave. So Diddy is no longer represented by Grubman Shire. Thanks, Lady Gaga.
Diddy has also been caught up in conspiracy theories, many of which circulated on TikTok and YouTube. These theories complicate an already messy legal situation for Diddy, often based on little or distorted facts. Stories tying him to high-profile demise like Aaliyah and Michael Jackson have appeared online without any evidence, muddying public perception of him.
You know, this is a really sad time right now, but we're celebrating his life. Your thoughts right now on the situation and the timing of this tragedy?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's just somebody that changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I'll always love and cherish. And you know, he's just somebody that changed my life. You know what I'm saying? Somebody.
She was unconscious. She didn't choose to get on that plane. There were phone calls made. There are witnesses who signed NDAs. Why would you need to sign a non-disclosure agreement about a plane crash?
Holy smokes, you're not going to believe this, but there is, in fact, a Diddy and Michael Jackson connection. Yes, the lawsuit that we have been covering and following, so much being revealed. You're not going to believe that somehow it is connected to Michael Jackson and his death. And I gotta be honest, I'm kind of terrified. I think this is gonna be the last day that I cover it because we're getting close to something that is very dangerous. All right, so I wasn't kidding at the top, guys. I am probably not going to cover this anymore because it is definitely getting a bit terrifying. Obviously, we covered this. If you haven't seen it, go back and watch. I believe it was Monday's episode. But yes, the Diddy lawsuit is absolutely crazy.
These baseless narratives thrive on social media due to algorithms that favor sensational content, regardless of its truth. While platforms try to remove false information, they often struggle to contain its spread, especially in different languages. Even after Diddy has taken legal action and denied these claims, the theories keep circulating, overshadowing real news and making it harder to address the real issues.
What if I told you guys that it is about to get even crazier, that there is directly a link to Michael Jackson's death? I want to be clear that when everything was going on with Michael Jackson, the lawsuits, his death, I thought that we were in full conspiracy theory territory when people were saying that Michael Jackson was killed. I actually know a lot of people that are in the industry who believe that Michael Jackson was killed, and I just thought it just sounds too whacked out.
How can public figures like Lady Gaga and Diddy fight against the endless spread of misinformation and take back control of their stories? Will social media ever effectively stop the spread of conspiracy theories that thrive on sensationalism?
Fans and to the people that voted for him, but to the whole world, because the world has been on fire.
Media reactions and public perception. Mainstream media and social media have handled the controversy surrounding Diddy and Lady Gaga very differently. Traditional news outlets usually focus on factual reporting, providing a balanced view of the legal issues involved. They've kept a close eye on Diddy's legal troubles, updating the public on lawsuits and how they affect his business. For example, some sources have reported on the significant professional fallout Diddy has faced, including lost partnerships and endorsements. Companies like Nudi's System have distanced themselves from him, emphasizing their support for survivors. In contrast, social media often sensationalizes and distorts these events. A clear example is a viral TikTok video that falsely linked Lady Gaga's past trauma to Diddy. The clip taken from her appearance in the Me You Can't See docuseries was miscaptioned to suggest she was accusing Diddy of misconduct, even though there's no evidence for this claim. Social media thrives on engagement, allowing these kinds of distortions to spread unchecked, which confuses the public and blurs the lines between rumor and reality. Mainstream.
I was 19 years old.
Mainstream media has tried to debunk these viral claims, but they face challenges. Media outlets have worked to clarify the context, pointing out that Gaga has never named her perpetrator and that there's no evidence connecting her experiences to Diddy. However, misinformation spreads so quickly on social media that these corrections often get lost, leaving many with a skewed view of the events. These narratives can have serious implications. Celebrities like Lady Gaga can shape public opinion and even influence legal proceedings through their actions and how they are portrayed in the media.
Facing legal action in Russia, the official behind the country's controversial anti-gay law now wants to prosecute.
Gaga's alleged pressure on her law firm to drop Diddy, whether true or not, shows how much influence celebrities have on legal cases. When stars publicly distance themselves from people facing serious allegations, it sets a standard for accountability and can lead to real consequences, as seen with many businesses cutting ties with Diddy. This connection between public perception, media portrayal, and legal outcomes highlights the power celebrities hold in shaping narratives, especially in high-stakes situations.
I felt full-on pain. Then I went numb. And then I was sick for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks after, and I realized that it was the same pain that I felt when the person who dropped me off pregnant on a corner, my parents' house. because I'd been being abused. I was locked away in a studio for months. Able to tell everybody that's watching that I dry my tears now and I move on. Like, you see, like, I open my eyes. I was taught to do this. You roll your shoulders back. You open your eyes. It helps you regulate. You know, I know where I am. I'm in the basement of my office. And you can come back from things like that. But when it hits you really hard, it can change you. I had a total psychotic break.
Diddy's influence in the music world has also come into focus due to recent legal developments. New footage of him and Rihanna has surfaced, sparking excitement among fans who are curious about what it means for both artists. This unexpected reunion raises questions about their past and future together. What does this footage reveal about their relationship? Will it change how they are viewed in the industry? Although Diddy and Rihanna have been seen together at events like the 2014 iHeartRadio Music Awards, there's no clear evidence that Rihanna has attended any of Diddy's famous parties. Rihanna's past relationship with Chris Brown adds another layer of complexity, making fans more cautious about interpreting her interactions with Diddy.
Well, this leads me to the perfect thing, because I would like you to clear something up. There's a lot of talk going on with Chris Brown being at your place in Miami, and you arranging Chris and Rihanna getting back together. Now, you want to talk about that?
See, I wouldn't use my Twitter to talk about that because that's somebody else's business.
I know, but you gave them your house.
Yeah. But we're talking about Twitter.
Yeah.
How you use Twitter, and that's something else. I'm just saying I wouldn't really Twitter about that.
Okay, let's not Twitter about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Sure.
Let's talk about it because I think you clearly have a lot of people going, why would you do that? Why would you give Chris, a guy who hit a girl, and he's jet skiing around in your, I don't understand, because, I mean, listen, I was a huge fan of Chris's. I love his music. He's a talented guy, but to hit a girl...
Yeah, because I know both of them, and it's my house.
Diddy himself has faced misconduct allegations over the years. His comments about Rihanna's situation during a 2009 appearance on The Ellen DeGeneres Show stirred controversy. He said, "We know sometimes those relationships get ugly," which many found dismissive given the serious nature of domestic maltreatment.
I'm the type of person that I don't cast a stone or cast a judgment on anybody. And so if a friend or friends ask me for a favor, then I'm going to be there for a favor as long as I know that the energy of the favor is positive for two people to sit down and talk about a situation that they're in. I'm not going to get involved in it. I'm not going to pass judgment on it. If I could be there as a friend during hard times, then I'm going to be there as a friend.
Right.
But I don't know the exact particulars. I didn't get into it. I'm not going to do this or do that. It was a dark time for them, and I was there more as a support. That was it.
I think you were coming...
Now that the new footage is out, people are rethinking Diddy's past comments and behavior, creating renewed interest in his relationships and actions. One memorable moment is a photo of Diddy and Rihanna at the VIP room in Paris on November 17, 2012. They look close in the lively nightclub where Rihanna's song Stay was playing. This exclusive venue fueled rumors about their relationship, and fans have speculated about their body language in the picture.
Well, this leads me to the perfect thing, because I would like you to clear something up. There's a lot of talk going on with Chris Brown being at your place in Miami, and you arranging Chris and Rihanna getting back together. Now, you want to talk about that?
See, I wouldn't use my Twitter to talk about that because that's somebody else's business.
I know, but you gave them your house.
Yeah. But we're talking about Twitter.
Yeah.
How you use Twitter, and that's something else. I'm just saying I wouldn't really Twitter about that.
Okay, let's not Twitter about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay. Sure.
Let's talk about it because I think you clearly have a lot of people going, why would you do that? Why would you give Chris, a guy who hit a girl, and he's jet skiing around in your, I don't understand.
Another significant interaction happened at the 2006 MTV European Music Awards after party, where Diddy and Rihanna were seen together. This star-studded event celebrated Diddy's album release and helped establish Rihanna as a rising star in music. As discussions about recent footage unfold, fans are curious about the implications of their past connections. Rihanna's history with Chris Brown and Diddy's past comments complicate how people view their relationship. Fans are left wondering if Rihanna ever attended one of Diddy's legendary parties and what she really thinks about it.
Some people are saying that Eminem saved Rihanna by featuring on her songs like Monster. Rihanna has a complicated relationship with Diddy. Eminem, who's he close with? 50 Cent.
Have you ever had any kind of an issue with Eminem?
No, never with him, because he's done everything for me.
If Diddy knows that Rihanna's protected by Eminem, Diddy can't say shit. Have so much stuff on him. Him being featured in the song Monster, which is kind of like ironic. There's a monster under my...
Oh,
you know what I mean? Talking.
That's actually sick. That's actually
you know what I
sick.
mean?
Yeah.
You have ties. Rihanna has ties.
Rihanna recently faced questions about Diddy's infamous parties while leaving an event. As reporters asked if she had attended any of these gatherings, often called freak-offs, Rihanna just smirked and replied, "That's crazy," before getting into her car. Her lighthearted response, caught on camera, left both journalists and fans amused. Over the years, Rihanna and Diddy have had limited public interactions, though they share mutual respect. Now with Diddy's scandal making headlines, curiosity has surged over which other celebrities might have attended his controversial parties. Joe Budden and Trick Daddy have both publicly distanced themselves, with Budden addressing rumors on his podcast and Trick Daddy dismissing them in an Instagram Live. As speculation around Diddy's parties grows, so does the interest in the unseen sides of celebrity culture. Rihanna's playful reaction may have added fuel to the fire, leaving fans to wonder if there's more to her response. But what do you think about all this mess? Let us know in the comments below. That's all for today. We hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more videos like this.